hardest part was keeping my cool when she'd look me in the eyes and lie. When she'd say, "I love you," before bed. When she suggested we start trying for that baby next month. Each time, I wanted to scream in her face, but I stayed calm. Because I knew something she didn't. The woman who laughed about how stupid I was had no idea I was about to become the most methodical, unforgiving force she'd ever face. And I was going to do it all completely by the book. TLDR. Overheard wife bragging to friends about cheating for years. Instead of confronting her, I've spent weeks gathering evidence and preparing the most comprehensive divorce strategy possible. The countdown to D-Day has begun. Update. First off, holy shit, you guys. I didn't expect my post to blow up like that. Thanks for all the support. And the Reddit gold, WTF. For those asking if this is creative writing practice, I wish. It's been 3 weeks since my last update. A lot has happened, so buckle up. Remember how I mentioned having a plan? Well, I've been executing it with military precision. The day after my last post, I noticed something weird. Heather started being extra nice, making my favorite dinners, initiating sex, even suggesting we look at houses in better neighborhoods. At first, I thought she somehow found out I knew, but then I realized guilt. Classic cheater behavior according to all the Reddit threads I'd been obsessively reading at 3 a.m. Let me break down exactly what I've been doing. Finance it. This was priority number 1. I'd already moved half our savings to my personal account. Next, I documented every single expense related to her affair. Those hotel charges? Itemized. The dinners she claimed were with clients, but were actually with Sutton? Spreadsheet. The lingerie she bought for him? Photographed the receipts. My lawyer said this could be considered dissipation of marital assets. Basically, she spent our money on her affair. I also froze our joint credit cards, told her there was suspicious activity and the bank was sending new ones. Technically true, LOL. This gave me time to remove her as an authorized user on my main card. The look on her face when her card got declined at Sephora? Priceless. She called me ranting about how embarrassing it was. I just played dumb and said the new cards must be delayed. Property. I quietly moved my important stuff to my new apartment. Not everything at once, just irreplaceable things like my dad's watch, family photos, and important documents. I did this while she was showing houses, aka screwing Sutton. Each time I moved something out, I replaced it with a cheap duplicate or just rearranged things so she wouldn't notice. The evidence packet. This is where Daryl was clutch. He helped me compile everything into what we called the nuclear file. Screenshots of texts, photos, hotel receipts, credit card statements, a timeline of her affair, and a USB with recordings of her phone calls with Sutton. We're in a one-party consent state. I made multiple copies. One for me, one for my lawyer, one for Sutton's wife. Yeah, I found her. Laura seems like a nice lady who had no idea, and one that would eventually go to Heather's parent. The social angle. This was tricky. I wanted to control the narrative before Heather could spin some BS story, making me the